Hello.
Hi, this is Jennie-Ann. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Good.
perfect.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Thank you. I am fine here in Stockholm. And you're calling me from France?
Yes,
Yes. Where in France are you?
near Paris.
That's lovely.
Paris, yes,
That's lovely. Yeah.
yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so we are here for your fifth album. Um, how do you feel to release this album after 3 years?
Yeah, it feels I have all these emotions, but I'm very happy about the outcome and how it turned out because we've worked for a long time with this album, and so I'm both happy and a bit exhausted in a nice combination, I would say. Yeah.
The first single, God is Silent, it was released. And why this single? Why this track?
Well, it was, of course, as it mostly is. It was through a discussion with well, the band and also, of course, our record label, and we wanted we wanted some a song that could be representative of the album, of course, and I think it is. It's also representative of the Avatarium sound, and I think that if you listen to Avatarium and liked Avatarium in the past, you would immediately recognize yourself in this first single. Um, so of course, we were mindful about our heritage, but it's also representative of the album, I think. So, yeah.
Okay. Marcus spoke about influences for this album as Trouble, Deep Purple, and Candlemass. Do you agree with that?
Well, I guess we have. I mean, we have our own personal influences, and he has his, and I have mine. I mean, me and Marcus wrote most parts of the album. We have co-written 3 tracks on this album together with one track. The song Stockholm is co-written with Leif Edling. One song with A Love Like Ours, the first track with Svante Henriksson. He's a cello player here from Sweden. And we also wrote Mother Can You Hear Me Now together with our friend Rickard Nilsson. So besides that, me and Marcus have written all the material, music and lyrics. And we come from different musical background, and we listen to a lot of music, different music. So I'm influenced not only by music. I'm influenced by art and literature, and of course music as well, and what's ongoing in my life, and I use my personal experiences.
Okay.
So um, it's all your experiences will probably end up in the music if you're a songwriter. Yeah.
For this one, how do you compose? You're writing lyrics or some music for the
both.
album?
Yeah, both.
Yes.
And we have an open work environment when we write music. So some songs were started with a riff, or could start with me having written a lyric or a verse that I sent to Marcus. Or, for example, the song Death, Where's Your Sting? I had been sitting with my acoustic guitar by the kitchen table, And I had this phrase, death, where's your sting? So I played around with my guitar, and quite quickly I had this chorus with melody and lyrics and the harmonies. And I recorded it and sent it to Marcus and asked him, do you think we could fit this into the Avatarium sound? And he was quietly optimistic. So, but it sounded quite Johnny Cash-ish when I wrote it on the guitar. So I'm very happy that we could sort of, then Marcus listened to it and he had some ideas for the verse, some harmonies to the verse, and then chords to the verse, and then played it for me, and I sang and played around with the melody, and we fitted the sort of the pieces together, and so so I'm glad that we are able to have a free and open working relationship together, that we can, because it needs really to be creative and open and free for me. So yeah.
Okay. And the song Stockholm, is it about your town? It's a tribute?
Yes, I live in Stockholm. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's probably more about the complexity of Stockholm. And I don't know if you've been to Stockholm, but it's, have you been to Stockholm?
No.
No.
I wanted, but
yes. It's
I hope one day to come.
Yeah, I hope you will, because Stockholm is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, but it's also, I would say it's complex, as many cities are, and complex in that sense that we have such a great welfare system, and we are privileged to live in this part of the world, but still many people face feelings of loneliness and isolation and mental health problems and such, and still we are one of the sort of richest country in the world, and people are still so suffering, and that occupies me. And so the song is about that complexity and the personal experience of someone who chose not to continue his life. So, and I was that to have music to be able to process these experiences are I'm happy for that. Yeah.
Okay. And it's the same theme for all the album, or each song is different?
Pardon?
Each song is different for lyrics. I don't know the signification, or
yeah, it's like these. I have written these lyrics, and they were like small, short stories, and yes. Based on my experiences. Well, I can go about it in different ways. I can make up the characters, but I write about experiences that I have, or places I know about, or emotional states that I know about, and I can combine that sort of fiction with I think that creativity, and that it works for me in that sense. I can to write about things I know, but also to have these fictional stories intertwined. Yeah.
And do you think to make some dates in Europe to promote this album?
Yes, but it will wait until April, and I think we're doing a couple of weeks of touring in Europe, and I actually think the first date is in Montpellier or Lyon.
Montpellier. Okay.
Yeah, or Lyon. I'm a bit, but I know it's France. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope in Paris.
Yeah, I would. We're touring with the band Swallow the Sun in April, May next year.
Yeah.
So you can check out our tour dates when we're in France there. Yeah.
Yes. And about the live you made in January 20, how it happened? Is it true for the album? Why did you made it? Do you make it?
What? Pardon. What did you mean?
Why did you make this live? It was just before the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
The live.
Yeah, we played here in Stockholm. That's correct. And so we had, so there was this both audience and it was recorded, and it sounded quite good. We thought that, yeah, why not release this? And all, there was this lack of, the pandemic came and no one could tour and no one could go to concerts. So and we were lucky to have that material to be able to release that. And I realized, because we had a lot of nice feedback and people enjoyed to see a live show in their living rooms during the pandemic. It was such a difficult and different time. So yeah, we were lucky to do the show just before the pandemic broke out. Yeah.
Do you have something else to add about the album?
Well, I would say that the album, if you like Avatarium or have listened to Avatarium, you will, I think, quite immediately recognize our sound. It's dark, heavy, and poetic, but we continue to explore new grounds. And so I hopefully you will find, if you listen to this album, that there are many layers, and that this will be a record that you can listen to not just once, but over and over again, and enjoy the songs and the sound and the lyrics. And so that is my hope, that this is not something you just listen to once. You will like it and listen to it many times. So that's my wish and my hopes for the listeners who bought the record.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. And so take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.